Hello! How are we doing? Gamers. Today is a lazy day. Today is a cozy day because I'm tired and I can't be bothered to do too much, but I still want to go live. So I'm wrapped up in a blanket. I've got biscuits and snacks and nice stuff. And I bought this game 5 minutes ago. Cats organized neatly. Never played it before in my life. Also, if the Animal Crossing music is too loud, tell me and I'll turn it down. But the music from the game was getting a little repetitive and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna put something else on. So yeah, cats organized neatly. Chapter 1. Meow meow. Keto. Mastered sleeping while sitting. One can never tell if he's asleep or watching his surroundings. Oh. Hi. How you doing, pumpkin? Floof. Most cats don't like water. Floof is not like most cats. After a bath, her fur goes poof. Oh my god, she's so cute. Oh. Achievement. Unlock 3 cats. You found a new cat, it's Lint. She's a little goofball that is full of energy. Sometimes she rolls instead of walks. Ah. Hmm. A little chilly? I was also a little chilly, so I turned up my heater. I turned up my heater and I just started chilling out. Got a drink, got some biscuits. I'm ready to hang out and chat. I'm ready to yap. You found a new cat. It's Teletubby. friendliest cat around. That is so cute. I love the little cat noises they make when you pick them up. Wolf! He likes to sit close to the garden door. Given his posture, a passerby might think he's guarding something. Ah, he's got like a... spin a cat 4 times in a row. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't in the mood for much today. I didn't want to play Red Dead 2 because, like, I feel like when I play Red Dead 2 I have to pay attention. I have to be sort of on top of the story, and I have to, like, really take in my surroundings and pay attention to dialogue and stuff. And I'm not in the mood to pay attention today. I'm in the mood to just sit. And ideally I'd love to read, but I did also really want to stream. I did consider making it an ASMR stream where I just like tap on stuff and talk quietly. But I don't know how quiet my house is right now. I have noise cancelling headphones, so I can't hear anything. But I try and do quieter stuff like that when I'm alone in the house. I look so cozy. Thank you. Rough. Oh, now we're getting into it. I wonder if we could put them all in the corner. Probably not, right? Yeah, I don't think so. Try and move these guys down here. She needs like 3, right? Get her in there. Yeah. Cats. Yeah, I got this blanket asset. Oh my god, I don't actually remember where I got this blanket asset. I'll have to put it in the YouTube description of the VOD. But it's super cute. It looks so fluffy. I am mildly obsessed with it. Yeah. I used to play these kind of games on my phone when I was a kid. Unlock 7 cats. Pouchy. If it fits, Pouchy sits. The more square, the better. That's so cute. Ha! You like the color of the blanket? Yeah. It's like a cute, it's like a cute, I suppose there's some you can't fill the space in, right? Oh, no, it's fine. I forgot about that. Yeah, it's like a cute lilac color. Pickles! I love it. I think I found it via like a free assets. I think it was like a free assets thing on Twitter. There's a lot of people that do that. Which takes up quite a lot of space. miss playing Animal Crossing. I wish I had a... You're gonna make your own blanket? That sounds very fun. I'd love to do that. No, yeah, I wish there was a way for me to... And I know that there technically is a way for me to stream Animal Crossing, but I need like a... I would need a... What are they called? Capture card. A capture card. And I don't really want to... I don't really want to mess with capture cards. You know what I mean? How the hell am I going to do this? I have to put her in first somewhere. Put the tough ones in first. There we go. Start big. Start big. I miss, oh my god, the Animal Crossing New Leaf soundtrack. So good. Myself right back to where I was. I can't wait to make my own character so I can do this stuff too. Yeah, it's gonna be good. As soon as you get a PC, we'll be able to stream together. I feel like this could be a good place to start. Maybe. No. I'm gonna lie down and put... No. I don't think anybody else is gonna fit in that. Wait! Yes! Oh my goodness! Cats! Venus! Oh my god. A pretty cat with a pretty big YouTube channel. Almost all videos of her trying on cat costumes! That's precious. I mean, I'm gonna be for real. If I had a cat, I would 100% make a YouTube channel out of that cat. Being able to like relive all the cat memories. Oh my god, she's huge. Shit, she's chunky. Okay, hold on. We gotta restart. We gotta put her in first. Where can she go? Not many places. These two in here, and maybe this is hard. This is harder than I thought it would be. There's none really that just fit 2 slots. It's just... not know where to put her. Sorry. I have to put her in and work around her, aren't I? Oh, we have a winner. Yeah. Oh look, you found a new cat. It's Hawky. He's a rather awkward cat. His favourite way to pass the time is watching the bird channel. Oh, he takes up 2. Nice. Put the big one in first. Cute. Found a new cat. It's Wincy. Wincy's favourite thing to do is to drop himself on a human's keyboard, accidentally making the whole video games in the process. Why wouldn't you? He's got a weird back arch going on. Get it, I guess. Yeah, I honestly would have made this a ASMR live stream if I thought I could get away with it. But it's like 1:30 in the afternoon. I shouldn't be tired. I just didn't sleep very well. I did not sleep very well at all. I did get a new book though. I'm enjoying it so far. Reading it. I've been reading it a lot, so I'm clearly into it. Hold on. Okay, I've pulled my mic just a little bit closer. The book I got is by Richard Osman, and it's The Thursday Murder Club. It was in Waterstones for like $9.99, and this book has been getting recommended to me too much. Literally everywhere. It's been getting recommended to me. It got recommended to me on Spotify through audiobook form, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect that. But then it got recommended to me online, and then again through Spotify and Amazon started recommending it to me too. So I bought it. I caved. It's about like 4 people in their late 70s. They're in a retirement village and they are trying to solve a murder. Which is insane. But it's by Richard Osman, who is a comedian and TV presenter in the UK. So he's like huge too. He's like 6'5", something like that. But apparently there's like 3 or 4 books in the series, and I didn't even know that before getting into it. So now I have like 3 more books on my roster I'm gonna have to read. Does anybody else like smelling books? I think it smells so good. It's got this cool, like, the front is like embossed. It's all scratchy. It sounds really nice. I don't know. I like it. I like just running my hand over it. It's nice to hold. think it's a paperback, not a hardback, so I like it a lot. But I'm enjoying it a lot so far. I'm only... How far in am I? I'm 93 pages in. I'm on chapter 25. And it's good. I'm trying to get more into reading because I've neglected... I do enjoy reading, and I've always enjoyed reading. But I really neglected it for a while. Which was not cool of me. It was not cool of me at all. I'm struggling to get this last cat in. Whatever am I going to do? No, this might be the one. Everybody hold your horses. Maybe not. Perhaps it won't be. Oh, I've already tried that though, haven't I? Haven't I? Yeah, I've already done this. It didn't work for obvious reasons. So putting them together is not the move. I'll put this guy here. And then I stick in there. And there. Did I just do the same thing in a different way? I did. I literally did. Get this last cat in. How do I do this? Not big enough. You only slept for 4 hours. I didn't sleep for 4 hours. I went to bed at like 12:30 because I go to bed earlier these days. I used to go to bed at like 3, 4 in the morning. But I'm trying to genuinely fix my sleep schedule and wake up at normal times and go to sleep at normal times. So I've been sleeping at 12:30 like religiously, and it might take me half an hour to get to sleep, but I'm trying. Sorry, I took my medication like an hour ago and it's kicking in. It's making me yawn. But I mean, it probably doesn't help that I take it with antihistamines because I have severe hay fever, and if I stream without it, I just start sneezing. But yeah, no. It's not that I didn't sleep well, because I slept until like 10 o'clock. So I woke up at 10 this morning. After going to sleep for like at like 12:30, 1 o'clock. So that's a good like 9 hours. I just think I slept really lightly because recently in the mornings, I like keep waking myself up. Like my body clock wakes me up at like 8 or 9 in the morning. And there's just no need for me to get up that early. So I just go back to sleep, and I feel like that's what's doing me in. So I may try going to sleep at 1 o'clock and seeing if I wake up at like 9 or 10. I don't mind getting up at 9 and starting my day, but I don't want to get up at 8. Anytime before 9 is just too early. Morning, Justin. I'm sorry, I keep yawning. That's so impolite. keep doing that. It doesn't work. You need to make breakfast. Oh my god, stop it. Reheated french fries and eggs. Look, egg and chips is great. I personally like egg, chips, and I personally really like egg, chips, and oh my god, I did it. Egg, chips, and ham. If you have any ham, or like peck as well. Ham, egg, and chips is like a fantastic dinner. I eat it almost religiously when we have the stuff. I also like chicken wraps, which is just like chicken breast breaded in a tortilla with some creme fraiche. It's really simple. I don't like overloading my wraps. I'm okay with it sometimes. It just depends what kind of mood I'm in. Do you guys have hash browns? Yeah, of course. I love hash browns. I don't eat them at home because I don't have the energy to make hash browns. But I like McDonald's hash browns. Whenever I'm going on a road trip with my family and we're going on holiday, if we've got like a 3, 4, 9 hour, well, my parents never do 9-hour drives, but me and my friends do 9-hour drives. If I've got a really long drive ahead of me, I get like 3 or 4 hash browns and I just sit in the back of the car and eat them. And I know McDonald's food is like not, it's not the best, but I don't really care. It's edible, and that's all that matters to me. Yeah, no. McDonald's hash browns are top tier, I agree. Oh, hi Ben. How you doing? Think that, but it's made with leftover french fries because I don't want to waste them. It's bad. 9-hour drive, gang? Yes. I love our drives, though. I regret not doing it last year, because last year was, oh my god, it was a nightmare. A genuine certified nightmare. I just should have done that. Don't ever let me be like, oh no, I'm just gonna catch the train, like, ever again. Don't ever let me do that. If you offer me a lift, just let me take it. Because that was the worst train journey of my life. I'm not even joking. Not only did I have, like... So obviously I had to take Christmas presents down for Daniel's family. And Daniel himself. I was also coming back with Christmas presents. If I had to do the journey back on a train, I would have quit. I would have quit easily. That or I would have left the presents at Daniel's house and been like, mail them to me. Sorry, I was playing Star Citizen, but then the game accused me of a crime and now my character is in jail for 19 hours. Why? What did you do? Baguette. He once had a noodle stuck up his snout. Oh god, Baguette. Figure it out, man. Get it together. We have no guys that just take up full slots. insane. You shot at... Wait, what? I've never ridden a passenger train. I shot at some people. They were in my way, I had the right of way. I do that in Grand Theft Auto 5. I have like... I'm never gonna learn how to drive. Because I have intense rage road? I have intense road rage. On behalf of other people. Like me and my parents will be driving somewhere, or me and a friend will be driving somewhere. And if somebody was to cut us off, or just drive generally in the wrong direction, I would lose my mind. This is not ideal. There was a story recently where two friends in the UK, one in the north and the other in the Midlands. It was cheaper and quicker for them both to fly and meet in Spain than get a train. I saw that actually, which is crazy. I'm gonna be as vague as possible about this because not only am I not involved in this organization, I don't know this person personally, and I don't want to get in trouble or give anything away, but we were talking about, because it came up in conversation. It wasn't like I was actively participating in somebody's docs, but my friend is part of a thing and it's set in London, and she also now lives in London, and we were talking about the cost of living in London and how absolutely crazy it is. And she was like, oh yeah, one of the girls that's involved with the thing that I do lives in, was it, where did she live? Was it Portugal or something? She lives abroad anyway. She lives somewhere else, and it's quicker and cheaper for her, well not quicker maybe, but cheaper. It's cheaper for her to live abroad in this foreign country, in Portugal or wherever it is that she lives, and fly to the events in London than it is for her to live in London and commute to the events. And that genuinely blew my mind. I think that genuinely, I mean, my friend is currently house hunting in London, and I genuinely, I don't know. I don't know how, I just don't know how it's gonna happen. I mean, I have full faith in her, and I'm rooting for her, truly I am, of course I am, but fuck, you know? Like, it's a lot. No, they're not gonna fit in there. It's not gonna work. No, I don't know how to do this. This one's just so big. What do I do about that realistically? That one there, maybe. No, there's not going to be any space. Get in there. Yeah, they're going to be too thick to get in there. Damn it. Yeah, what are the... Oh my god, okay. The other day, my sister and I were going dancing. And we decided to make it an earlier day so that we could grab breakfast, and so that we weren't... Because the buses where we live and everything, the public transport where we live is just horrible. So, to get to this place, it either... Like, it takes the same amount of time either way, but you either have a lot of time to spare, I'm talking like 2 hours to spare, or you only have 45 minutes to spare. I don't know how to describe that to you, but it's incredibly frustrating. So what we did was just arrived really early. We just we were like, you know what, fuck it. Let's just do the early one, because then at least we can get breakfast and we can hang out. And it was great, and we did hang out, and we did get breakfast. We went to this crepe place. I had a crepe and it had bacon in it, maple bacon, which I believe is from Canada. And it also had like maple syrup drizzled over the top, and it was so good. Such a good combination of like sweet and sugary. It was really, really nice. Some of these cats are too big. I need to get all the big ones in. And then try it from there. Put you in there. Man. Yes. The dance practice went really well too. It did. It was fantastic. It was really good. I can't wait to perform the song. I wanted to perform this song for many, many years. It's so fun. It's so good. But the song, it's actually really cool that we are performing it this year, because it actually turns 15 this year, which is crazy. Truly nuts. It doesn't feel like it. It feels like just yesterday when the song dropped. This isn't gonna work. Oh, but then she can't fit in there. Oh wait. Ah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if people will be interested in an ASMR stream. I don't really know when I'd be able to do it, to be fair. I could probably do one in April, maybe. Hold on. Oh, I could probably do one on the 31st of March. But what I would also do is maybe do it on YouTube. But I also don't know what time I would do it, because my audience on YouTube is primarily American. Sebi. New cat called Sebi. 10 different cat languages. Wow. That's amazing. I received a gift. What? What? What the hell is that? Ben? A chaotic multiplayer hide and seek game. Possess seemingly harmless objects as ghosts or chase them down. What the fuck? Okay. Thank you. Did you mean to do that? That wasn't a mistake, right? Like, do you need... Like, are you sure? You didn't know it would alert me on stream? No, it's okay. But why? I mean, thank you, I really appreciate it, but why? Ooh. Full release date announcement. Oh, it got released a couple days ago. 'Cause why not? Ben, that's so nice of you. Thank you so much. I can't wait to try it out. I love hide and seek games. I used to play one called Hide and Shriek, and it had such potential. It was so good. You were both invisible. And you were in a magic school and you had to like find a bunch of stuff and also scare the shit out of each other, and it had jump scares and stuff. Hide and Shriek, it was so fucking good. I tried playing it a couple of years ago for Halloween with Dan, but it was just like, they've really let it die off. They kind of abandoned it, and it was so upsetting because it had such potential to be so fun. Like, it could have genuinely been huge. I'm talking like that game could have had Among Us level popularity. You missed that game? Yeah, you got me into it, right? It is a shame. It's such a shame. I think it could have been genuinely massive. Oh, but that one's gonna struggle to fit now. No, it's so good. And it's such a good game for like streamers, I feel like. Could have been so good. But they fucked it. Like all streaming, or like all game devs tend to do at one point. Like, I heard about the new Dragon's Dogma 2 drama in the they released the character creator and everybody was going crazy and it was so amazing. And then everybody found out that everything in game is like changing your name, changing your appearance. It's a microtransaction of real money, which is just crazy. Getting jump scared by friends is so unique. How else am I gonna do that? Exactly. Like, it was such a concept for real. I've not seen any other game do that. Like, mess with that. As a concept, ever. I think it would be a fun game mode in Phasmophobia if, like, you were the ghost. But I don't think they'll ever do it. What's funnier about the DD2 drama is that all of that is incredibly easy to get in-game without paying, but Capcom was like, surely lazy people will buy these. Well, it's good that you can earn them still. Squeals. I feel like I'm gonna forget the cats' names, and that makes me feel bad. I'm so hungry. I didn't realize I was hungry until just now. Luckily, I have biscuits. I have... Oh my god, my parents went to IKEA, which I'm a little bit pissed off they went without me. But they went to IKEA, and they got me IKEA biscuits. And if you know me, you know I love an IKEA biscuit, alright? It's bad luck for the game in general. Oh, I agree. It's not a good... It's not the kind of impression you want to give off at all. Capcom need to stop with that shit. But yeah, my parents went to IKEA and they got me IKEA biscuits. Kafferep? I don't speak Swedish. I don't know. It's a memorable moment with laughter and biscuits. They are biscuits with almond and ginger. And it's this tiny tub, but when you open it up, the biscuits are so tiny that there's like a bajillion of them. They smell so good. And I find that Swedish biscuits, they do a really good job of adding just a right amount of ginger. So it's like not super overpowering. It's not like you're eating a gingerbread man. It doesn't make you feel like, fuck, that's a bit intense. It's just like the nicest taste of it. Coals. Cute. Hydration potion, thank you for redeeming the hydration potion. I will hydrate. I should have brought up a protein shake. It's much nicer with these biscuits. I need to get into protein cookies still. You bought a whole ass table set and silverware from IKEA this month? I like IKEA. Not just for the walk around sort of feel. I just like being in there. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. It's a long cat. It's such a long cat. Fox's ginger nuts are amazing. Get that game as sponsor. A couple of my friends are actually sponsored by Sneak. I don't know if that's the same thing. I don't know if they're both energy drinks. But I have friends sponsored by Sneak. I'd love to be able to get genuine sponsorships someday, like ones that I actually enjoy myself, because I feel like you're gonna go cook, BRB, enjoy cooking. You know, I don't mind, just personally, this is just me, I don't mind doing sponsorships of stuff that I think other people would find helpful. Like, oh, maybe people would enjoy this. I can totally take this sponsorship, and maybe people who are watching me will get something out of this, you know, out of this like discount. That's totally fine. But like, if somebody asks me to push a product and I don't actually agree with the product, or I don't like the product, or I don't think it's like, just if I don't believe in it in general, I probably won't take the sponsorship. I'm sure I've talked about this before, to be fair. But I don't trust the Stream... What are they? Stream Labs sponsorships, when they were like, oh, everybody gets a sponsorship. And it's like, why though? That would never happen. Like, I'm sorry. But there's, like, a company like the Raid Shadow Legends are never gonna give me money. I don't, there's no way. They're not gonna give anybody money that doesn't average at least a good amount of viewers. You know what I mean? I didn't believe that shit for a second, and then people got done in by it. There was like stuff going on, and they were getting their money taken away. And I don't want to say anything along the lines of I told you so, because that's, you know, it's not nice. But I did kind of tell them so. I like the ginger cakes you get from Home Bargains. They're in so many shapes, but they're so soft. Ooh, you'll have to point them out to me, and I'll have to try them. I do love a Home Bargains. Then the thick boy won't be able to get in. Ah, Yay! Maria! For Maria, there is nothing better than relaxing on the windowsill, getting warmed by the sun. Cute. I'm gonna have a biscuit. I decided I want one. Come through IKEA biscuit. I haven't eaten properly yet today, but I will. I don't know what I want. I'm picky. Oh, this might be super crunchy now that I think about it. Sorry. Okay. It's definitely crunchy. I didn't expect it to be that bad, but it is. And that's my bad. That is genuinely my bad. This is odd. Oh, and then, hell yeah, brother. Let's go. I'm sorry about the crunching. I'm almost done with it, I swear. It's just so good. It's not gonna happen. So I've almost got the right idea. I also have chocolate digestives here. Does everybody have a favorite biscuit? Mine is double choc chip Maryland cookies. I fucking love double choc chip Maryland cookies. They're just too good. Custard creams. Ooh, I love custard creams. Do you know what's crazy? I wasn't actually that mad about custard creams. I wasn't super into them. I didn't have anything against them, but I wasn't super into them. And then I went on a trip with a friend. We went to see Sunmi. She's a Korean singer in London. And on the way back, the only form of sustenance we had was custard creams. And ever since, I've really liked custard creams. Yeah, it was like the only thing we had to eat on the bus. And we were going to be on this bus, because we got a coach, because, you know, we're not super fucking wealthy. There was nothing on this bus. Like, I shit you not, there was nothing. Fuck, this game hates me. Yeah, we were on this bus. How long we were on it by the end of the journey, I think think we were on it the better part of like 10 hours, 11 hours maybe. The fucking charging ports weren't working. So we spent, and our like phones were dying because we'd spent a full day in London before we came home. So we had no phone. We had no phones. Oh, 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 I'm on the right track, I'm on the right track. Hold on, hold on, hold on. No, I almost had it. Fuck. Jammy Dodgers are your favorite? Is that a biscuit? What Jammy Dodgers were more like a... because they don't crunch or anything. I thought they were more like a little mini cake. Oh, guys, what do I do? This is so difficult. Oh, I keep forgetting the tail classes is like a... it's like a 4 square cat. I love this music. I never go on a trip now without multiple battery banks. All of the ones I've gotten have broken really quickly. I would love to say that I have a battery bank that works, but I just don't. Why did it start replaying halfway through the playlist? What the fuck? Anchor Do are the best ones. Anchor Do? Anchor Do? What is that? Tell me. I wanna know. I must have biscuit knowledge. Oh man, I miss the City Folk soundtrack. Is this City Folk? Yeah, this is Animal Crossing City Folk 1 AM. This is like the best one. City Folk was such a vibe. This is a harder one. I'm struggling to find out where to put this guy. She sucks. Oh, yay. to do the best battery packs. I thought it was a biscuit. Sorry, my mind's on biscuits. Fair. I'll have to look into them then. Because I need a good battery pack. And it's truly a need. Because, like, my phone's battery is bad. It's bad these days. Oh fuck, I keep forgetting. The tail. Oh. That's clearly supposed to. Maybe not. I don't fucking know. This one's so hard. To put down. The MagSafe power bank is great. Charges an iPhone 14 Pro to full max. It's more than enough for a day. My friend, well, I say my friend. We don't talk anymore. But somebody I used to know had a really good power bank. It was like solar powered. It was like solar charged. You could do that, or you could just charge it normal. And it was really, really good. And there was a specific day for recording where I genuinely would not have gotten through the recording without it because my phone was almost dead by the time we finished. And I never did find out where she got it from. Free power all day. I wanted to go to Miniso. There's a Miniso near me. I wanted to go there and I wanted to get their Kuromi power bank. I know it would be shit. I know it wouldn't really work. But it's so cute. It's so cute and I want it so bad. Game's harder than I thought it would be. To be fair, I didn't play Tetris or anything growing up, so I'm inexperienced. I'm like determined to put those two together, and there's no need for me to be so determined for that. It doesn't work. This big one's the one causing me problems. There's nowhere for the big one to go. Ay, ay, ay. I was a little afraid that using the Nintendo music would get me the MCA struck. But in all honesty, I don't think I have the capacity to care. If they're gonna strike me, they're gonna strike me. It's not really my business. With the who, what, when, or why. I might be onto something, lads. Perhaps. Maybe. No. I didn't think so. This one's just so long. This looks like... That one reminds me... This one right here reminds me of Comet. I don't know if you guys know the VTuber Soli. She has a mascot called Comet. And it's a little ferret. And he kind of like lies like that sometimes a little bit. If I recall correctly. They're all so thick. Nothing to go in there. What do I do? This cat is the worst. This song kind of reminds me of Studio Ghibli. I keep telling you to play Animal Crossing. You'll like it. All the music sounds straight out of Studio Ghibli. I keep telling you this. No one ever listens to me. motherfucker. You will have to come. Because we can play together, especially now since you have Wi-Fi. I mean, oh, we would have to get Nintendo online, but it's only, like, it's less than 20 quid a year, so it's pretty good. Nothing can get in there except... I hate this guy. He's the worst guy ever. Nothing can get in there either. Oh my god, I'll take it. Who would win, VTuber or one long boy? Dieter von Cheese. I love Dieter von Cheese. Look at that. Get it, Dieter von Cheese. What one is this? I love this one. City Folk 2 PM. It's so good. Like, what need did... What need did Nintendo have to make the Animal Crossing soundtrack so good? Completely unnecessary. How dare they? Ay, ay, ay. Do you think there's only one way to do this, or do you think there's like multiple ways to do every single one of them? It would be kind of depressing if there was multiple ways to do every single one, because that just means I'm bad by choice. God damn it. It's this one again. It's this prick. Not enough space for two long boys. Oh, wait. Oh, no, there's not enough space. Why do the long boys have to exist? Click on a total of 1,000 cats. You know what? I'm actually saddened by that a little bit. Actually makes me a little bit upset. Why is it taking me 1,000 clicks to get this? This fucking dude. Oh Oh my god. Rage, stress, rage. No, I'm not angry. I could never be angry at a cute cat game. No, I could actually. I take that back. Oh, Animal Crossing music makes me so sleepy, I'm not even kidding. I feel like I should try doing ASMR sometime and see if it sends me to sleep. You know? Oh, these long fucks. I just tried to get the most obvious solution ever. And there's nowhere for her to go. She is an asshole. I hate these cats. No, that's... I'm trying to make it not true, but I think it is. You know what I mean? Can we not just leave her out? Does she have to be here? Man. Spin a total of 1,000 cats. Jesus Christ. Why does he have to be 4 long? Why can't he just be normal like other cats? He's so fucking long. And for what? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I can't get these long boys in. There's nowhere for the long boys to go. trying to keep going quiet, but I feel like if I don't, I'm gonna lose my mind. How is a game about rotating cats so hard? Food. Justin, what did you get? You have to tell us all about it. What did you cook? I already tried this. These cats fucking suck. Potatoes and eggs and some tea. Ooh, what kind of tea? I'm nosy. This is driving me insane. Vanilla Black. You mentioned tea. I'm surprised our mutual hasn't appeared. Our mutual? Who's that? Oh, Oliver. Oliver's never been in here. He doesn't support me like my bestie does. Skip. Oh. You can actually skip. I didn't realize that. I was joking. I thought it wasn't gonna do anything at all. I thought it was gonna be like, nope, you have cats to organize, bitch. Get do it. I hate these cats. I'm gonna skip it for now. I'll come back to it some other time. You mentioned Tito, you'll summon him, and of course, gotta support my bestie. Besties support besties. Yeah. I was trying not to put out too much of a spoiler for what I'm doing for the SunnyCon talent show this year. But I think a couple of people already know, and I compete every year, so it's not a huge deal. That people know that I'm going. One thing okay, I'll try and get a sentence out. I try not to mention places I will be because I've had people who are very interested in my whereabouts in the past, and it made me really uncomfortable, obviously, because why are you so interested in what I'm doing? And so I try to only mention places, like events that I'm doing, after I've already been. Yeah, creeps are icky, exactly. There's just been some people that are far too interested in me and where I am and what I'm doing. For legal reasons, that's what I'll call them. But yeah, yeah, I go to SunnyCon every year. It's not a secret. It's not like a huge deal anymore. If people know where I am. Plus SunnyCon's like a huge event, and my boyfriend goes with me. So, if anything were to happen, he would, you know, he's a big guy. I imagine he would just fucking lay into them. Kick some ass. Oh my god, this game is hard. Freaks being freaky, I'll come down, set them about Scottish style. Yeah. If it got bad or anything, I mean, I haven't had people interested in my. I should clarify. I haven't had people interested in my whereabouts for a good few years now. It's been a while since they cared. At least I hope so. I haven't seen any of the evidence of it. And I would see it. Like 100% I would see it. So yeah, I don't know. I think in that respect I'm fine. I don't think anything's going on. God, this cat sucks. I don't want to play this game anymore. I want to sit. Go back to the menu. What did we get done? Oh, the menu sounds cute. We got quite a few levels done. I'm proud of that. I wanted this to be not a super intense stream anyway. Probably just chat for 5. What have I got going on? Yeah, alright, we can switch to this screen. Transition. Woo! I made this today. It's not perfect, but it exists. Yeah, I'm excited for SunnyCon this year. The song that I'm doing, or that me and my sister are doing, hopefully, turns 15 this year. It's gonna be pretty exciting. It's gonna be pretty fun. I'm very, very excited. We're practicing really hard. We're for sure practicing super hard on it. I can't wait either. It's gonna be great. I just hope we get the footage earlier than we did last year. Because last year the con was in June. End of June. And we didn't get the footage from the actual talent show, like the recorded footage by them, until like I want to say October, maybe later. You need a nap? You should nap. Have you not? Did you stay up all night again? You shouldn't have done that. My morning just started at 2 a.m. I feel like that's not your brightest idea, actually. I feel like that's actually one of the worst ideas you've ever had. So I've been up 7 hours already. It's because I went to bed so dang early. Well, have you considered not going to bed so damn early? What about that? Well, I'll admit, when I was in my late teens, I had a very active social life. I couldn't do it now. But in my late teens, I had a very active social life, and I was out every day, all night. I wouldn't come home until like 10 in the morning, kind of social life. Like, and one time I came home and I went to bed at, I think 6 a.m. and I went to sleep, and when my mum got home from work at 8 o'clock that night, that evening, she came into my room and she was like, "Are you good? Like, are you alive? Did you just go to bed again?" And I was like, "No, what time is it?" She was like, "It's 8. I was like, "Oh, I've only been asleep for an hour." She was like, "Abby, I'm finished work." Like, you've not been asleep for an hour, you've been asleep since I left for work. And I was like, oh. And then there was another time I slept 19 hours. I was exhausted. I don't know what the hell I had been doing, but I slept 19 hours. You've had that happen too? I thought I'd woken up the next day at like, because when I was like, "What do you mean 8 o'clock?" I thought I'd slept like 48 hours. I thought it was 8 o'clock the next day, not the same day. Like, it was absolutely crazy. Sometimes you sleep that deep, you wake up and you're like, where the fuck am I? Who am I? 11 p.m. Jesus. I do that, think my record is 30 hours. 30? I don't think I could do it anymore, because I'm at that age where if I sleep too little, I'm a wreck all day. If I sleep too much, I'm a wreck all day. You know what I mean? I get no peace. I get no peace. I fall asleep, I wake up, I slept weirdly on my neck, and I'm in pain. Like, oh, it's ridiculous. Getting older is a curse. I have this issue where I can't work on nights. I wouldn't like working nights. Sometimes Daniel has to work nights and I couldn't do it. 30 hours was after I spent 4 days without sleep and minimal fluids playing Fallout New Vegas. Jesus Christ. How much time? I have Fallout New Vegas, but I've played the same like 1 hour section of it about 3 times. How many hours do I have in that? Let me see if I can find out. 3.5 hours I have in Fallout New Vegas. I think the main problem with me not being able to get into Fallout New Vegas was I didn't know anything about Fallout. I didn't know anything about the games, and my ex-girlfriend bought me that game. And we weren't together for very long. We were together for like a month. So when we broke up, I was like, don't really want to play this now. It'll be 4 a.m. Gotta clock in at 7. Can't sleep on work nights. Oh, can't sleep on work nights. I thought you meant can't work nights. Sorry. My Sims... Can I read? My Steam hours are significantly smaller than my actual hours. I think that's the same for me too. I feel like, because I know it is because I've played games, certain ones on like other platforms as well. So I don't know how many hours I have in Grand Theft Auto 5. I know it's a lot though, because I've played that game, the story total, about 19 times through. Your Honor, please investigate the Sims playtime. Do you actually want to know my Sims playtime? Because I have it right here. I don't know, it doesn't calculate for The Sims 2. The Sims 3 playtime, it doesn't calculate either because it can't. But my Sims 4 playtime, are you ready for this number? Are you actually ready for this? In fact, actually, first I want you to guess. I'll give you background info. I pre-ordered the game and I've been playing it since release, and that was 10 years ago. So in 10 years, how many hours do you think I have in the game? You think I have 1400? I wish I could see your face right now, because I would love to see your face when you react to this number. It's a big smile. I can imagine. So my actual playtime in The Sims 4 is, and I shit you not, 4,630 hours and 38 minutes. I'm not even that big a fan of The Sims 4. I literally don't like it. The game is only good with mods. I'm not a big fan at all. I don't like it. Mods save the game. Like 100% mods save the game. That's the only reason I have 4,500 hours in it. My Sims 2 playtime would be an insane high. It would be far more than my Sims 4 playtime because I've been playing that game since I was 9 years old. Do I leave it open? No. If I go to make food or something, I close the game, because the longer you leave The Sims 4 open, the laggier it gets. So the more often you have opportunities to shut the game down, leave it for a bit, and reopen it, like, you'll lag less. So if I'm gonna eat, I just turn the game off and then open it back up. If you ever play New Vegas, remember NCR for life. I don't even know what that means. I wish I'd gotten into Fallout before my ex-girlfriend tried to get me into it, because she like ruined it for me. She was a bit of an asshole. My highest playtime is Path of Exile, and it's 2,455 hours so far. My goodness. That's your highest playtime on any game ever. Do you like swap a lot? Didn't you used to play it? What was it called? Squall. Squirt. Squeal. Skew World. Skew. It was like an FPS. Squish. Squash. Squee something. Squish something. SQ. Squee. Squeak? Quake? Yes. Why did I think it had an S in front of it? You used to play Quake. Surely your playtime would be higher on Quake. Why did I think it had an S in front of it? New California Republic. Oh. Sounds like someone we know. And me for both K-pop and Brooklyn. Yeah. Yeah. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is so good though. It's so good. It's genuinely one of my favorite shows ever. I was devastated when Andre Braugher died. You clipped that? Please no. Why? Why? It's gonna embarrass me. You think you have 1.2 in Quake Champions and 500 in Quake 1? Wow. I like it, but it put me off. Yeah. No, I 100% get it. There are certain things I can't do anymore because I've been put off them by like certain people. I managed to power through Persona And my other ex-girlfriend, completely different to the Fallout one, got me into Persona 5 specifically, and I really enjoyed Persona 5, and I was able to continue enjoying it after we broke up. To be fair, I am not one to harbor ill will to people I break up with, but I think like one of them harbors ill will towards me, and I don't understand why. We were together for 3 months, and I just realized I didn't want to be in the relationship anymore. So in the nicest way possible, I broke it off, and she was so mad at me. She'd already introduced me to her mum and stuff, but like, I don't know. I didn't ask to meet her mum. She asked me to meet her mum. Don't introduce someone you've been in a relationship with for 2 months with to your mum. She was moving quick. Yeah, well, she was gay, so... My friends right now are speed running the lesbian relationship stereotype. They've been together since New Year's or something like that, or just after New Year's. They're house hunting, and they were gonna get a cat. Like, women move fast, really fast. Imagine how many matches that is, minus queue times. Oh yeah, right. I would hate to see my League of Legends playtime. I don't want Riot to ever tell me what my playtime is in League of Legends, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to know. I just don't want to know. I think I'd collapse. And I definitely don't want to know how much money I've spent on it. Because I own every single Annie skin. And I own all but one Jinx skins. The only Jinx skin I don't own is her most recent one, and that is because I'm not playing the game right now and I'm not going to spend money on a skin if I'm not even going to use it. It took my brother 2 years to introduce his girlfriend to us, and now after 6 they've gotten a house together. Wow. It took... How long did it take before I introduced Dan to my family? I mean, they already knew him because he'd already been here and stuff, because we were friends for like 5 years or something before we ever went out. But... like, in a relationship sense, I think it took me about 1.5 years, but to be fair to us, we started dating in the middle of COVID. So we couldn't see each other for the first, like, year of our relationship. It would take a woman I love to get me to play League of Legends. If you see me on League, I found a girl. Are you gonna be her support? The support to her ADC main? I joke, but Daniel actually does play support. Whenever I manage to get him to play, and it's not often, I main Jinx. I'm an ADC main. I main Jinx. And Ashe. But Jinx 100% of the time, pretty much. I only play Ashe if Jinx got banned. But yeah, he plays Leona, and we wreck shit. It's amazing. That's the dream. I'm tired of being the carry in main games. Let me backpack for a bit. I try my best when I play League of Legends. I do well with a good support, but if I don't have a good support, I do really badly. Like, I can seize an opportunity, I can take an opportunity. And I'm definitely not immune to mistakes. Like, believe you me, I'm not immune to mistakes, but... I don't know, like... If I have a support that isn't used to being support, or they're just less than stellar, I just play really bad. I'm not good at League, really. I had a 400-hour Dota phase. I think I'm done with MOBAs after that. I was in a Dota phase once. I wonder how many hours I have in Dota 2. I was actually a Dota supremacist. Oh, Steam says 35 hours, but I don't believe that. I played Dota a lot when I was in high school, but that was on my old laptop. Yeah. When did... What were we just talking about? League of Legends. When did Jinx come out? Well, I didn't even get into it when... I'm gonna try and mute the tab so that it doesn't play music really loudly when we're trying to relax. 10 years ago, almost... So this year it'll be 11 years. So I've been into League of Legends for 11 years. I was a Dota player, and then I tried League and I didn't like it, so I stopped playing. And I went back to Dota, and then my friends from school were like, oh my god, look at the new champion, she got a music video, and they posted it, and I loved the song, and I loved her at first sight. I was like, that's my girl, that's her. And yeah, it was posted October 8th, 2013, and that is the day that I downloaded League of Legends and started playing, just for her. You done with MOBAs? I think I am too. The only reason I have League installed now is if they put ARAM on, or I do like a bit of TFT. I do enjoy playing TFT. They just changed it, and I'm not a super huge fan of the current TFT like meta or comp or whatever it is. Excuse me. But yeah, I liked the KDA one. I thought it was cool. I want them to bring Star Guardians back. Dota felt nicer to me. I agree. Good luck getting people to play it. I don't have anybody that plays Dota anymore. I want to play that company game when I get a laptop. Company game. Oh, you mean Lethal Company? Lethal Company's really good, especially if you mod it. I feel so, like, almost proud. I don't know the guy, or the person. I don't know their identity. I don't know of them at all. But the furry that made Lethal Company, they're like, what, 20 years old, 21 years old, and they're now a multi-millionaire because the game outsold the new COD and everything. I just think it's crazy. I think it's absolutely crazy, and I'm so, like, I feel this sense of pride. I feel so happy for them. Like, it's amazing. The Elden Ring DLC comes out soon, in like 2 months. There's gonna be an Elden Ring DLC. Shadow of the Erd Tree. Oh, it's Eldenware is FromSoft? Oh yeah, of course, because it's the exact same people who played who played Dark Souls, who made Dark Souls. Bandai Namco? God, they've got their hands in every pie. Bandai Namco are fierce. I'm surprised by how many games Square Enix publish. List of Square Enix video games, here we go. I'll name the ones I recognize. So they do Final Fantasy. I know that they do my favorite game in the world, which is Life is Strange. Well, they used to. I don't know if they do anymore, actually. Sekiro is the best of the Soulsborne games. Oh. You hated me talking about Dark Souls so much. I tried not to. I just didn't like not understanding what was going on. I'm gonna go because my phone's gonna die. No problem. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it anyway. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I didn't like not knowing what was going on, but also I just don't understand Dark Souls at all. It's just too hard, and I'm not the kind of person that like I'm not the kind of person that plays games to be frustrated. I'm the kind of person that plays games to enjoy, like, an experience. So it's... And I get that there are people, 100%, that do it for that. And, like, they like the frustration, they like sort of having a challenge. But it's just not something I personally understand, because it's just not what I find fun. So I was always just really confused by it. To be fair, I've matured since then. I was so annoying when I was a teenager. Chrono Trigger. They do Chrono Trigger as well. There's so many, their Wikipedia page is so long. Kingdom Hearts. Dragon Quest. Jesus. Nier. The Nier Automata? Insert get good comment here. It's not a get good thing. I can get good at video games if I want to. Like, I'm a fantastic shot in most games, but I don't play FPSs because I just don't like them. I used to play Overwatch before they ruined it, and I was amazing. Especially since I was a support main. But I would get a lot of kills. I was pretty good. I'll toot my own horn here. I've never been frustrated playing Dark Souls except in maybe the first 2 hours. Because it's a whole new thing, no other game like it. Of course it'll be rough, like riding a bike. I don't know. I've never even tried one, so I couldn't say whether or not I would truly enjoy it, but I've just never even attempted. It's not my kind of game anyway. I like games like Skyrim. What do I like? Life is Strange, Skyrim, Cyberpunk 2077, Baldur's Gate 3, Grand Theft Auto 5, Red Dead 2. You know? I mean, Project Zomboid is not typically the kind of game I would enjoy, but it's so good, and it really quickly worked its way up into my top 5 games of all time after I started playing it. Like, it really did. I can't get over how much I love that game, I really cannot. It's so damn good. You have 1200 hours in Dark Souls, 1800 in DKS2, 900 in DKS3, 700 in Elden Ring. It's my fixation. You've got that Dark Souls autism. 3 of my top 5 games are made by Obsidian. I don't think I've heard of them. Obsidian Games. Oh, Neverwinter Nights 2 and stuff. Fallout New Vegas. South Park. Armored Warfare. The Outer Worlds. Grounded. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't have told you that I knew them by name, but I've played a little bit of Grounded on my really crappy laptop back in the day. Fallout New Vegas, yeah. I'm still scrolling through Square Enix's fucking publisher page. This is absolutely crazy. It just keeps going. It genuinely just keeps going. Nuts. I think, yeah, the one thing I do love about a Square Enix game is they never skimp on the soundtrack. The soundtrack of a Square Enix game is always absolutely phenomenal. Nier Automata was amazing. Life is Strange soundtrack changed my life. Because I'm annoying like that. Deus Ex is an IP Square needs to show some love, I think. True. They need to start publishing the Life is Strange games again, because I don't think they publish them anymore. I think it's... Yeah, it was originally Don't Nod Entertainment, and then published by Square Enix, and now it's Deck 9. I don't know if Square Enix still... Oh yeah, no, they do still publish it. I didn't like the soundtrack in the later games as much as I liked it in the first one. That sucks. Obsidian also made Pillars of Eternity, a proper modern version of a 90s RPG like Fallout 1 and 2. 2 was made by the predecessor company to Obsidian. I think I remember my friend Chris telling me about that years ago. Because my friend Chris is also in game dev. And he's, yeah, he knows a lot of, like, behind-the-scenes stuff about game dev. He always has. I think he's always kind of been interested in it. And he was telling me when I was trying to play Fallout New Vegas, like, what was going on. Pee-pee poo-poo. Poo-poo pee-pee. Good evening, Yara. Good evening. It's literally 3 p.m. Good afternoon. How are you doing? We've had a cozy, quiet stream today, because I'm sleepy. You're alright. Wow. That's better than bad. Been playing old Flash games all day. Ooh. I could go for a round of Pop Tropica right about now. I'm thinking of making some eggy bread after the stream is over. Just bread dipped in egg, and then I pour honey on top of it. You would love to play Pop Tropica again. Unfortunately, the site that hosts it now is really laggy. I wish there was a download for it like there is for Club Penguin. I mean, new Club Penguin. You didn't hear that from me. There's no download for Club Penguin. I don't know what you're talking about. I think it's still up, but they got rid of all the old islands. What do you mean? No way. Did they get rid of my favorite ones? How do I know which ones have been discontinued? I like the one where you go on a survival show. I think it was Survival Island. You go on like a... What was it? It's like a reality TV show. Spy Island was also really fun. Early Pop Tropica Island was fun. Wildest Island was fun. I actually really weirdly liked the Big Nate Island as well. I know that one was controversial. You gonna DM me on Discord really quick? Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna nap now. When I wake up, I'm gonna work on painting a portrait for my friend's character in an RPG. Ooh, that sounds very, very fun. Busy, creative day. I hope it all goes well for you, and I hope your nap is nice. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate you hanging out with me. Have a good rest of your day. You too. Thank you, Justin. I need to buy more chill games. I wish I could play, like I said earlier, I wish I could play Animal Crossing on stream. I think that would be super chill. I should look into getting a capture card. I don't think they're super expensive these days, are they? I know there's a Razer one, which is pretty highly talked about. You have been DM'd. Ooh, I'll check it really quick. Ooh. Oh. You have been replied to. Yeah. I think genuinely I will actually schedule a attempted ASMR stream, maybe on YouTube, for the 31st of March. I think that could be really fun. It could be super fun. Maybe on YouTube, maybe on Twitch. I know that I said throughout February that I was gonna multi-stream. But unfortunately, Streamlabs OBS was the only way for me to do it efficiently. Sorry, I'm just turning my heater down. Streamlabs OBS was the only way for me to do it efficiently because OBS requires a plugin for it and it's a whole thing, and I'll not go into it, but it's like a bit complicated. But I didn't like the way that it was doing it. I just didn't like the multi-streaming thing, so I'm just not ever gonna multi-stream, really. It'll either be on Twitch or it'll be on YouTube. I'm just gonna pick per sort of stream. I'm not gonna get into that. I remember the old capture cards of the Xbox 360 Roxio with the HD RCA connections. I miss the days when people literally recorded their TVs to post gameplay on YouTube. That was how I watched my first walkthrough of My Sims Agents. I so badly want EA. I know they'll never do it because they don't actually like us, they just like our wallets. But I so wish they would remaster the old My Sims games. Or they don't even have to remaster them, I think they still look fantastic. Just put them on Origin or the EA Play app or whatever it's called. I would spend so much money on the My Sims games, you've no idea. To be able to play and stream My Sims Agents again? Irreplaceable. Irreplaceable. I want that. Also My Sims Kingdom. That shit slapped. To be fair, EA is just not interested in remastering old Sims games, and that makes me incredibly upset. Oh! Here, I have my last 50 bits. Holy shit, thank you. I really appreciate it. Wow. 50 bits. It's been a while since I heard that noise. I forgot what that sounded like. I was, for a whole, like, 2 seconds, I was like, what was that? Where did that come from? Thank you. I thought it would read out your message. I don't know why it didn't. I'm supposed to have a TTS thing on that. How bizarre. I'm also supposed to be getting a TTS thing for chat, so you guys are going to be able to... I'm going to have a little cat PNG of Morrigan, my little cat mascot, and she's going to speak when you guys make her speak. I don't know yet whether I want to make her like Moon Bitch's Jawbo, where you can redeem and she'll do like a random vocal stem, or if I want to do it like Miss Jackie, where you can just straight up make her say whatever you want. I feel like the making her say whatever you want could be a little bit dangerous, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just have to chance it. You were on 2,650 and it was annoying you. I don't think I've ever bought bits before. It says your sound source is offline. Uno momento, por favor. That should not be the case. Oh my god, it's not in here. It's nowhere in here. Why is it nowhere in here? Hold on. That's so strange. It's like it's been completely removed from my OBS. How bizarre. Oh my god, what the hell? It's actually gone. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why have you done this to me? What the hell? Yeah, no wonder I haven't gotten any redeems from that in a while. What the fuck? Okay, how do I get it back? Animations, scenes, insights, settings. I don't know how to get it up. I use OBS. Drag and drop this button into OBS. Use the copy and paste method. Okay, well, that seems complicated, so I'm gonna do it after the stream's over. I don't want to sit here and get confused. But I've been live for 2 hours already and I'm getting hungry, so I'm gonna go make my eggy bread. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their day. Take it easy, relax, try not to stress. If I'm sleepy, you should also be sleepy. If I'm cozy, you should also be cozy. Let's just all be cozy together on this Monday. Bully Dan into getting you McDonald's? No. Absolutely not. I feel bad enough taking money from him at the best of times. He offered to buy me something literally yesterday when payday rolls around, and I was like, but why would you do that? And he was like, because I want to. Like, I can't wrap my head around it. I don't know. But yeah, today was actually really fun. I had a really good time. I'm really glad I went live. Because there was a small part of me considering just not streaming while I'm solo energy, but I had a really good time today. So thanks for all the love and the support and hanging out and chatting to me even when I'm being utterly confused by rotating cats. I really, really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll be live again. Let me check my calendar really quick. I have nothing going on. I'll be live again tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be higher energy. Hopefully I'll sleep better tonight so that we can play some Red Dead again finally. I want to get back into playing Red Dead on a regular. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. I hope you all have a nice rest of your day. Enjoy your naps or your food or whatever that you decide to do. And I'll be going. Bye 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 bye. Bye bye.